comfort dessert here at its best. Pear infused in plum wine with that beautiful saffron flavor and warm spices. Let's get started. Okay, foodies, so let's start this lovely recipe. So here in my brand new pot, I already prepared my pot, very beautiful. I have here cinnamon and clove. I have a few raisins, and I have 2 tablespoonful of sugar, and I'm going to add 1/3 cup of water. Now this is going to go on the stove, and I'm going to let this release all its flavors out into the sugar. Give it a little mix. You'll see it already starts melting nicely there. So you're going to put this in a gentle boil. So let's get that going now. So here, foodies, I have my lovely pears. Take the label out, give it a good wash, and try to get some pears with the stem on and no bruise at all in the body of the pear. So take your peeler now. Let's just peel our pears down. And I absolutely love this pear. Okay, want to give me a little trouble now. There you go. So now with your very sharp knife, try to cut the bottom off. There you go. And now we're going to cut this in half, bottoms up. There you go. So you get one side with the stem, and then you will have another side over there. So we're going to take the peeler. You're going to take your measuring spoon actually, and just gently try to take the seeded part out. Just a nice little circle just like so. And it's beautiful. Look at that. How difficult was that to do? And we're going to do the same thing with the second pear. So that's a beautiful boil in there, my dear foodie. So now here I have some saffron threads. If you don't have, it's fine. I want to drop some of that in there. And this is my lovely plum wine I will be using. As I say, you could use red wine, white wine, any wine you could use. So let's get that wine in there now. So we're going to pour our wine in there. And as you can see, the saffron threads is going to give a nice little orangey color look in there, a little tinge away from your white wine. So now we're going to place our pears to boil. We're going to flip them. We're going to place them. Whatever position you put now, you're going to flip it on the opposite direction. Medium-low heat, put the lid on, and let that slowly boil for 15 minutes. So now you're going to check your pear, because we all may be using different variety of pear. I'm using the Bosc pear, as you can see. So let this come up to heat and let it slowly boil. Let's take a look now. Foodies, you would not believe, for the past 20 minutes, my kitchen smells so beautiful. The smell of the wine, the warm spices, and that saffron thread that infused into the syrup is just to die for. I can only imagine the taste. So now just flip it over. There you go. And we're going to continue boiling for 10 more minutes. So this is a beautiful boil. It's already made its time. So I'm going to lower the heat. So now let's gently take our pear out and place it in our bowl. That looks marvelous. And I'm just going to add a little bit of the syrup. Not done yet. That should be fine. That is enough now. So let's take a look in the pan. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to raise the heat back up, and I want this to reduce a little bit. There you go, foodies. Look at that thickness, rich and thick, and only if you could smell my kitchen. So now here I have our pears, our poached pears, cooling out. They're very beautiful. I am going to strain everything, let every drop of that liquid gets in there. And I only want to leave the cinnamon stick. I think one of the raisin got escaped. So this looks marvelous, and you see it's almost covered. So we're going to leave this in here. Just give it a little swirl around so the previous syrup could mix in with this more concentrate syrup. And this now is going to go and sit for at least 24 hours before you serve this to your guests. So I'm going to let it cool completely and put it into the refrigerator, and then we're going to do a presentation when the time is right. So here you go, foodies, our lovely pear infused in that divine plum wine. And I like to serve it with a little bit of ice cream, and this ice cream is giving me a hard time. And you could sprinkle just a tiny little teeny bit of cinnamon powder on your pear. Yep, that's about it. You do not want to overpower the flavors. And now you're just going to take that rich, thick, heavy syrup that your pear was sitting on, and it's really cold and nice, and just drizzle some all around. And that is your divine pear in plum sauce. How do you like that? Divine. Simple and easy to it. Prep it overnight. You could put 2 scoops of ice creams if your friend is greedy or if your husband is greedy, and this one is for him. Lovely dessert here. It's to die for. Very inexpensive, budget style, friendly dessert here from Jenny's Walk. So don't forget to like and share. Jenny's Walk, always bringing great flavors to the table to enjoy, quick and easy. Do join into my Facebook, my Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Enjoy.